Believe it or not, this is one of the best lower back exercises you will come across. Although it might seem simple, this is actually a very effective way of training the muscles in the lower back. This will take your spine through full extension and partial flexion and will help to train the erector spinae, which are the muscles that run up the long of the back, to become stronger and support your lower spine. While most people train their lower back using back extensions, deadlifts, and good mornings, the truth is that most of those exercises don't train the spine the way it's meant to be trained. Those exercises will train your spine isometrically. They will encourage you to stiffen your spine, keep it rigid, do not move, while you pick up the weight and move your spine around your hips. In reality, the spine is designed to go through full flexion and full extension and be strong through that whole range of motion. The erector spinae are no different than any other muscle group in the body. To be trained correctly, they need to be taken through a full range of motion. You wouldn't train your biceps or your triceps using nothing but isometric exercises. That wouldn't yield the best results. But that is exactly what people are doing when they use the deadlift or the back extension to train their lower back. Since most people have lower back issues nowadays, and since they train your lower back isometrically, you get very strong in a certain partial range of motion. Using compound movements that allow you to move large amounts of weights might not be the best way to train your lower back. Even if you believe that training your lower back isometrically is the best way to train, what happens when you move out of that rigid, fixed range of motion? What happens when you flex your spine and extend your spine? Are you able to tolerate the loads involved? Our spine wasn't designed to be rigid. In fact, for human beings to be healthy, our spine needs to be able to move through all its ranges of motion, which is side to side, flexion and extension, and even rotation. The common sense would dictate that maybe training those ranges of motion and giving priority to those ranges of motion makes more sense than only training our spine isometrically. Another issue you'll come across when training your lower back the conventional way will be the destruction of your athleticism. Because as far as I know, there are no sports where having a stiff, immobile spine helps in any way. Secondarily, if you're looking for longevity, if you're looking to maintain all your functions throughout the rest of your life, especially as you age, you would think that training your spine in only one rigid pattern or only one rigid motion makes absolutely no sense. This issue has been well known in the world of gymnastics for quite some time now. And one of the exercises that has come out of that domain that is quite popular at the moment online is the Jefferson curl. While the Jefferson curl is a good exercise, it's a highly aggressive exercise for people who already have lower back issues or very weak lower backs. The Jefferson curl is what you would call a long range of motion exercise. It primarily works at training your muscles in their longest range and puts a lot of tension on the tendons. That's why for most people, the best exercise is the one I am showing in this video, which is a short range exercise that focuses on the extension part of the spinal movement. This will give you a great pump and help your lower back become strong and recover in a very safe range of motion. Over time, you will progress and get to the point where you can do the Jefferson curl. But for most people, the exercise in this video is the best one to start with. To do this exercise correctly, what you need to do is find a wall where you can lean back slightly with your butt up against the wall. My recommendation is to keep your ankle bones high, because this has crossover to other exercises I will explain in the future. While keeping your ankle bones high and your butt against the wall, you will then flex down as far as you feel comfortable and then reverse the movement and come up into full extension. You will do this over and over again until the muscles in your lower back feel a strong pump and you begin to fatigue. You can also do this utilizing a drop set, meaning that when you feel that the exercise is becoming too fatiguing, you can drop the weight and continue by doing just body weight. Over time, you will find that you get very strong in this exercise. The truth is, you do not need a lot of weight to make this exercise effective. The fact is that the spine is a very long lever. The longer the lever, the longer the magnification of any weight you use. So reaching the point where you can use 10, 12, 15 kilos will be enough to make this a very useful exercise for anyone who wants to have a strong spine.